Citizens Gavel is here. Love Ikhine is a lawyer and she is from Citizens Gavel. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, today is the World International Democracy Day.
Yes.
And when we talk about democracy, we talk about freedom.
Yes.
And we talk about justice.
Yes.
And today we want to look at access to justice.
Yes.
Part of the pillars of democracy is justice.
Of course.
Tell me how easy it is to access justice in Nigeria.
I would say it is relatively very easy now because there are a lot of adjudicatory mechanisms that have been put in place. The courts, alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, mediation houses, commissions, tribunals, and all of that. So, to access justice in Nigeria at this point is relatively easy. If you cannot go to the courts, there are mediation houses that you can go to get redress and to ensure that, whatever wrong has been done to you, you are able to get redress for it.
Okay, so if we look at it critically in Nigeria,
yes,
you said that it's been a little bit easy than before.
Yes.
What were the impediments to access to justice?
Access to justice initially, probably as from past years, we've had the cost of litigation, very expensive, before you get a lawyer, filing and all of that, the cost of litigation, and then the speed. What is the speed of the process? What is the speed of the process? And all of these things. So when we see factors such as alternative dispute resolution, people embracing it, mediation houses and all of that, arbitration, it has given an option to to bypass or to boycott that kind of system where probably you have the cost of litigation is expensive, you cannot afford it, or a citizen cannot afford it, or the process, you feel the process is is too long, you want to get justice, you want to seek redress for what has been done to you. This alternative dispute resolution, our houses, our mediation houses and all of that has afforded opportunities for citizens to get justice in time. Yes.
I'm concerned about the vulnerable. People who are less privileged. So, without the intervention of outfits like yours, Citizens Gavel, how easy will it be for someone who does not have money for litigation, particularly you talked about cost of litigation,
yes,
afford, justice, as it were?
Thankfully, there are CSOs, civil society organizations like ours, that take up cases for, vulnerables, that take up cases for persons that cannot afford the cost of litigation. But of course, the federal government has also set up something. You see the Office of the Public Defender, you see FIDA, all of these organizations, help people that cannot, the vulnerable, indigent persons, to also ensure that they get justice in time, and they get justice at, less or no cost at all to themselves.
Okay, so if you look at Nigeria and examine how people seek justice, what is causing this slow process? I know this axiom of the justice grind, the wheel of justice grinds slowly.
Surely.
Why does it grind so slowly? And frustratingly as well.
All right. I think there are a lot of processes. Now let's take for example the first process from the legal advice. There's a crime has been committed or wrong has been done to a person, and then that process where it has to move from the magistrate court to the high courts. The process alone from for the issuance of legal advice, it takes so long from the Ministry of Justice, and then to issue the legal advice and get for the legal advice to come out. And then again, we look at, is the Ministry of Justice short-staffed? It's a combination of a whole lot of factors. If the Ministry of Justice is short-staffed, there are a lot of things that they can do. There are a lot of duties that they need to do, and they are short-staffed. Of course, this process will take time.
So it makes the case to linger for too long.
Exactly.
And people get frustrated and said, rather than go into this, it leads some people to jungle justice.
Jungle justice, there's no justification for jungle justice.
I know, but when you know that, if you put this guy, put him to the police station, before you get legal advice, before you prosecute him, before he gets justice, I mean, even the people
But most
involved,
times, most times in an offense, probably it's a criminal. In fact, all of the time,
usually criminal.
Yes, if it's a capital offense or an offense that is not bailable, or the person is remanded in prison. So that part, the person is remanded in prison till the issuance of legal advice. So that's like a solution to it. But then again, for how long that process? For how long does the person stay without getting his own day in court? That's the process that we are facing. And we're saying, even if he has been alleged to have committed a crime, this person should fairly have his own day in court.
Now, the other part is ignorance. How do people? Just my last question. How do people know where to go? Who to contact when their rights are violated?
If your right has been violated, if a wrong has been done to you, like I said earlier, there are a lot of organizations you can reach out to. One of them is ours. You can reach out to us, and you can reach out to us on 081-028-42542. I'll take that again, 081-0284-2542.
Love Ikhine from Citizens Gavel, thank you for coming today.
Thank you so much for having us.
I just hope that this access will be so open to a lot of people.
Definitely.
We look forward to a better Nigeria.
Surely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Right, that's Love Ikhine from Citizens Gavel.